morning or good afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in, or the planet. So guys, today I just wanted to make a quick tip video to give you what is known as an awareness. Remember now, awareness is the beginning of what? Understanding. Understanding is the beginning of what? Wisdom, knowledge to take control and master your mind, so to speak. So before I start, I just want to talk about, I'm just going to mention a couple components that you need, or you have to have an understanding, or just an awareness of, in order to learn to create or master your reality. All right. So the first fundamental force which we must have an awareness of how things work is known as the universal energy forces, or four forces. I want to pertain them. Let's go with the four forces. This is just an understanding and awareness to let you know that, hey, this is how I create. These things are all affecting my reality, and this is how I can attract, master, and create things into my existence. So the first fundamental force in our universe is known as gravity. Gravity brings everything together. It keeps things in place. You can jump up and down. It keeps you in, okay? Second fundamental force is known as the electromagnetic frequency, or the light forces. Okay, electromagnetic frequency deals with magnetism, light, spectrums of light, the light that we can see, different forms of light, infrared, gamma radiation, and so forth. Those are different forms of light. All right, X-rays. The third force is known as the weak nuclear force. Fourth force is known as the strong nuclear force. And all these basically they have to do with decay of matter and radiation. Okay. Look, you don't have to understand deep how these four forces work, but you have to have an awareness, because once you have an awareness of these forces, then you can know, you can see, and you can observe what's going on, what's taking place, how reality is created, how you manifest, how you bring into your reality what you desire. So that's our four forces that work. And the other component to manifestation and creating is also known as matter. Matter is what you and I are made of. So we have matter, and matter is composed of particles that make up you and I. They expand, they contract. They're all in essence energy. And we talked before in previous videos. Now you know an atom is 99% empty space. So it means you and I are practically empty space. But your mind, remember Mark always says, your mind exists independent of your brain. The brain is a tool that you use to create. Okay? Just like a computer, you get on it, you can just log in and check the internet. That is what your mind does. Now your mind is a very powerful force. The real you is a very powerful force. You are what is known as an energetic being, a co-creator. So you exist, you can transcend space and time. But the reason that stops you from getting everything you want is your own mind. A lot of us are prisoners of our own mind, and we're not even aware of it. I always like to use the analogy: if you're in jail and you know you're not in jail, you can't escape. So if you don't know you're locked up, how can you find a way to escape? Okay, that's how powerful the mind is. So you can be locked up in your own mind, have no idea you're locked up. And if you have no idea you're locked up, you don't want to think about escaping. So that's how powerful the mind is. So the mind has a few components as well. The mind has what is known as the conscious, what is known as the conditioned mind, where the ego exists. Then the mind has a second layer, which is known as the critical factor, or a psychological filter. And of course, another component of the mind is what is known as the subconscious mind, which is that part that is really, really connected to source energy, your higher self. And that part is the part that creates and brings and manifests things into your reality. All right, another component is what is known as space-time. So we always hear just space-time. What is, well, space and time, they are connected as one force. Okay. Remember now, the space you're seeing right here. Remember, we always know physical reality is a perception of what you see. So this space that I'm seeing here, you can actually bend it. If you have a tremendous amount of energy, you can collapse this space. If you collapse the space, you collapse time as well. Time and space is intertwined. But here's the difference, or the big thing about time that many of you may not be aware of. Time is not linear. It doesn't go straight back. Time is one fundamental force, I like to call it. In other words, the time that you have been grown to or accustomed to believe in or observing when you were growing up, that is an incorrect formation of time. There is only one time, and the only time is what is known as the now, or the present moment. There is no past and there is no future. Keep saying that. People say, why do you mean there's no? Well, the past is a projection from the conscious or egotistical mind into a perceived future or perceived reality. So it's trying to think or put something together that's not there yet. So the only time is now. Memory of the past is what? Just a memory in your mind of something that happened in a former now. So there's only time. The time is all constantly going right this minute. There's no such thing as that. Okay, guys. All right. Here's another thing. Our conscious mind now, what we do is we construct time as a perceived linear thing. So what does that mean? Well, we use time because it's a structure and a logical structure that we need to survive. Hence, your metabolic systems, you know, you have to have things organized, sleep cycles, etc., etc. That is what your conscious mind uses time for. Without that structure, things would practically fall apart, but it doesn't make it real. So there's only one time, it is the now time. And of course, that part of time, your subconscious mind will give you the biggest clue to let you know, hey, time doesn't exist. The only time is right now, because that's the time. The present moment is where your subconscious mind exists. All right. So now let me mastering your subconscious. It begins with this. It begins with this. I'm gonna give you some awareness. You have to have an awareness of how those minds work together. Okay. So particularly the conditioned mind, the ego. So let me give you 3 important factors that you must realize about your conditioned mind that is holding you back right now. You have no clue. Number 1, the ego always believes that you are alone. Okay, the ego believes you have no help, nobody to help you. You're by yourself. You're not connected. It is only you and the ego. That's what the ego believes. Number 1. Okay, so it believes there's nobody helping you. You're all you have. So it has to find the ways to help you. Number 2, the ego believes that whatever's happening right now in your reality, whatever you have going on in your life, situations, circumstances, it believes that this is the best thing that can ever happen. You can't go any higher. Okay? Read again. The ego believes that whatever situation may be good or bad, if you're in a tough situation financially, the ego believes that this is the best you can ever do in your life. There's no other. Okay? Another component of the ego uses your past to try to create your reality. So things that happen from your past goes back, recreates it, perceives it into your present reality. Okay? What does that mean? That basically means limited. You can only go from the past to so much. You cannot go beyond that. Because it cannot go beyond that, it's limited, and then you become what? A prisoner. Because if you're using your ego, or rather yet your ego is using you, you will have no idea and no hope to create. And you think this is all there is, because that's what the ego is putting forth to you. Another component of the ego, remember I said the ego creates from the past, right, to the present or reality. The ego believes that it is the true source of your creation, of your reality. Ego has no idea subconscious mind operates to create your reality. As far as the ego is concerned, all the subconscious mind is just a part of your mind that just gives emotion. The ego will give you a thought, and the subconscious mind will create a feeling or emotion. That's all the ego thinks. Okay? It has no idea that those feelings and emotions are the actual driving force that create what? Those electromagnetic frequencies from the subconscious to the universe, which attracts your counterpart, and you get whatever you desire. You have a house, lottery winnings, tickets, mate, pick a better life. Okay? So that's some awareness you must keep in mind. Okay, so that's how the ego works. So how do you master that subconscious? Well, to begin to master the subconscious minds, we have to get past the ego, or we have to condition the ego. Okay? Our spirits and thoughts, the same thing. No, spirits are in a different dimension, okay? A different realm than thoughts are in this realm, spirits are in another realm. You have to, guys, you have to start looking at things the way the universe exists, which is what? Frequency, vibration, energy. So because energy vibrates and oscillates, things can be on a different plane, a different dimension, so to speak. So your consciousness is what can bring you to that part. And awareness is an opening up. So if you're not aware of another realm or another dimension, you know, then you can't comprehend it. So those things, angels, the spirits, your higher self, that's what they do. They exist in a different dimension, and that dimension the dimension they exist in is the dimension that is connected with source energy, God, universe, I am. That's how they can feed information to your subconscious. Remember, your subconscious is connected to your higher self. So you have one in this realm and the other on the non-physical in the other realm, and it's communicating and getting all the information you need, everything you want. Okay, so Mark wants a new car, Mark wants this, or you want a new house. Feeds it to your subconscious. Now your subconscious now will create it by creating what? The electromagnetic frequency to bring it in. And that's how you create your reality. Okay? So keep in mind now, guys, remember, positive and negative. So there are always both sides to the spectrum. There is a positive and a negative side. So if you have energy or spirits, you're gonna have vice versa. You're gonna have negative spirits, positive energy. Remember, contrast exists in the universe as a part of balance. Good. See somebody good. See, congratulations, you're winning $4,000 because you have an awareness. And look, this is what's going on practically every day in this Facebook platform page that I created almost 6-7 months now, and daily 2,000, 500, 1,000, a lot of winners, a lot of life-changing events, because now they are learning a systematic method that I am putting forth to show you how to use your mind. And this is just, you know, the surface. You know, these videos and the platform, you learn a lot. You really learn a lot, and you know how to master your mind. And this is what but now with the coaching and the mentoring program, it gets even deeper, because now I can get a one-on-one session or one-on-one coaching with you guys, and I can show you how to implement, put these in, work with your mind, get things out, put it in, and now you can master your mind, whatever part of your mind you want to master. So this is the beauty. So this is what I do. This is my calling. I'm here to help, to create, to spread, to show you how you can have anything you desire, as long as you know how to use the language. And that is what the mentoring coaching program is doing. So is this platform. You know, like I said, I'm only one person, so I wish I could get everybody in. I could coach everybody one-on-one, so everybody could start living the life of their dreams. But at least these videos can give you some help. The Facebook platform will give you a lot of help, and of course, if you can take advantage of the coaching sessions, and of course, you can always contact me, and we can all get you in. You know, sometimes I may have a long list or short list, it just depends. Just, you know, contact, and of course, you can always reach me at mhaughton76@gmail.com and begin to create and master your mind. But now, what I'm doing, guys, I'm giving you the awareness. Because, you know, some of you guys may have been on this path for so many years. You know, law of attraction. You guys have seen everything, 20 years, but you never quite got the full advantage. You never quite, something was always missing, you know? And this is what is missing. This is the big secret. The systematic method, because you have an awareness of how things relate, they correspond, and then boom, you can bring it into your reality. And you see that with, you know, with the coaching sessions. I've already coached students, $3 million winner. Took her 5 months, coached her, $100,000 winner. 4 months, coached her, manifesting her dream job. I had one student from another country came into the U.S. dream job, marketing and internet computer programmer. She's got it. Visualized, showed her. So it works. It's a systematic method. So, but this is what I like to do. I like to put this out on the Facebook platform, so you guys can at least begin an understanding, to learn. Because these videos, they really help you, and they get your mind to the next level of awareness. So it's always a beginning process to create and master your mind. And of course, I always like to see this, but I don't talk about this a lot. But the ultimate goal of what I do here is basically to open your mind to what is known as the superconscious realm. When we get to that level, man, there's a difference between thinking and knowing. When you're in superconscious awareness, you're in the knowing realm. That's when you know for certainty everything that you put out you will get. And that's the goal when I do the mentoring and the coaching program with the personal clients and students or whatever that I coach. I get them to that level, and it's a beauty when I can see their minds to that level and they can start to know what's going on. And I'll start slowly with putting videos out, because first you have to get an awareness, right? Okay, so that's the beginning of understanding. So keep in mind, guys, okay, let's go back again, because I want to really stress this about you. Remember what I said. You are what? A spirit within a body or a shell. Okay? Religion teach otherwise. Let me say something about religion. I do not like to get into religion. Look, I grew up in religion. I grew up very heavily. I know the Bible from the beginning to the end. That has helped me tremendously. And there's nothing wrong with the Bible. The Bible has all the codes and the material to show you, and everything that Mark is showing it. All right, guys, sorry I had a little time delay for some bad connection, but we should be back and going good. Okay, there's a little bit of time delay there. All right, so as I was saying before, you know, with when it comes to religion, you know, it's a different sort than knowing the actual process of how things work. Okay. Yes, of course, you can always reach me, email you know, mhaughton76@gmail.com. So if you try to email me and I don't get the email, you know, sometimes I get a lot of emails, and I'll take my time and go through to make sure that I have you there, guys. All right. So beginning again, guys, awareness, the key to creating and mastering your mind. So let's talk a little bit more about your subconscious. To give you an awareness of how your subconscious works. You must always remember this, okay? The subconscious mind is very important here. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real or what is imagined. Okay? So your subconscious mind does know the difference between what is real or what is imagined. So, you know, I used to say before, and I've always said this, you know, fake it till you make it. Well, you know, when you think about those words, you have to really reconsider that there's no such thing as faking it until you make it. Mark, I can't force a feeling. I can't force an emotion. Well, there's no such thing as forcing feelings or emotions. Here's why. Let's backtrack a little bit of what I said earlier. Subconscious mind, what? Does not know the difference between what? What is real or what is imagined. So what is the language of our subconscious? Here's the language system our subconscious uses. The language system our subconscious mind uses are images, feelings, emotions, okay, and a language code. The language code, I'll talk about that a little later, or maybe in the next video, but that's not important right now. Two of the main important parts of your subconscious is the images, the feelings, emotions, signs, and signals. That's what your subconscious mind uses. That's the language. That's how it talks. That's how it communicates. So here's a key point. When you say, I can't force an emotion, or I can't fake it, what part of your mind is saying that? Okay, think about that. That is who? The ego or the conditioned mind. The conditioned mind is saying, I can't fake it. I can't fake an emotion. This doesn't feel real. But if you know, and now you do, you say, wait a minute. So there's no such thing as force. If I can get a feeling into my subconscious mind, it's going to believe it. Yes. So that's the thing. Force the feeling. There's no such thing as faking anymore. You can force a feeling of being rich. You can force a feeling of happiness. You can force it, because here's the key. Once you force it and it gets to your subconscious, it doesn't judge it anymore. It doesn't classify. It doesn't think about it. It doesn't say, hey, is this real or not? It just believes what it is in there. So if you can force a feeling of being rich, force a feeling of being happy, force a feeling of contentment, force a feeling of whatever you desire, then your subconscious mind will start to work on that feeling and create what is known as the electromagnetic frequency to bring it in, and boom, you'll start to attract. But the major key component is what? You must get beyond that ego, that conditioned mind, because it stops you in your tracks. But the minute you say, I can't force a feeling, I can't fake a feeling, that's the ego trap. And then you stay within it and you believe it, and then you pass up. So Mark just gave you some valuable information. Huge information right there. No such thing as faking or forcing anymore. Just put it in there and it will believe it. Remember, subconscious mind can never judge it. Doesn't think and say, hey, is this real or not? Doesn't work like that, okay? All right. So that is a huge tip for you to know. Okay, another component of our subconscious mind is this. Our subconscious mind has unlimited capacity to keep information. Nothing gets thrown out. That's good, but that can also be bad. Okay? That's good, it also that's not going to be bad. It's M Haughton, lowercase m, small case h, Haughton 76@gmail.com. Email me there, guys, and get you in and set you up to master your mind and get you in coaching sessions and programs so you can start to create and manifest your desires and everything, because it's awareness of your mind is really the key. You're always born to create and manifest. You just have to release what is known as the habitual patterns of your mind, of our mind. Okay, so let's go back to some more awareness of our subconscious. Okay, so subconscious mind, what I just said, it holds information. Nothing gets out. It's like a computer, unlimited. Every emotion. It's good, okay, but it can be also very terrible. Here's the thing about your subconscious, my friends. It is a excellent master, man. Once you can master it, once you have the components and you know how to master your subconscious, man, your reality is at your command, literally. Why is that? Because you now know that reality is just perceptions. These things that look real to you are just your brain's best guess images. So you can instantly change anything you want. You can bring money into your life. You can bring love into your life. You can bring happiness into your life. You can bring contentment into your life. And it all starts with your mind. And once you know how to use it and master it, man, I can tell you this with certainty, that there can be a point in your life when worry will become a thing of the past. Because once you realize what worry, fear, and all those are, you can know how to maintain them, and you will never worry again in your life because you'll know what it is. Of course, that's down into the mentoring and coaching program. That's too much information right now to get into, but I just want to stick to the main point, the subconscious. Here's the beauty of it. So your subconscious, right, it takes in all this information, it masters everything, all things that you can't see or pick up. Here's the thing. Our conscious mind, the mind that we use every day, you predominantly may process about maybe 2,000 to 4,000 thoughts in an entire day. That's it. Thoughts, senses, anything. Your subconscious mind, my friend, processes 1 billion per second. So that means there's senses, things going on, frequency, vibration, energy, all these senses from your other part of your brain emitting that you cannot pick up, that your brain, your limited 5 senses are picking up. But you, the awareness, or the individual, or the person who's aware of themselves, you cannot feel it or pick it up, but your subconscious mind picks it up. So it's over 1 billion. Okay, billion with a B. So that's how powerful. So here's what happens when you were young. I always talk about this, and the biggest here, this is a huge, the number one reason the law of attraction does not work, or you cannot make it work, is because of habitual core limiting beliefs. That is it. You guys will do this whole law of attraction, you watch the videos, you see the teachings, you watch, but they leave the biggest component out, which is the mental focus of the habitual subconscious mind. Okay, maybe they're not aware of it, or they don't know. But the individuals that do know, they may keep it as a secret because they want to create, or the very few that do know, they may not. But I know, and it's my duty to spread it so you know, so you can create and master your reality. Because if you truly understand how the universe works, which works with cause and effect, when you can help individuals to master their reality, then things will always come around bigger, better for you. That's just a quantum law of momentum, cause and effect. So those individuals who know this may not want you to know it, but I'm not that individual. I'm going to let you know, because I love to see when people prosper. I love to see when people materialize their reality, and I love to see when people create, and it shows and says, yes, we're on the right track. So that is what I'm here to do. So these habitual, what are known as core beliefs, they get trapped in your subconscious mind. So when you were young, remember I said there was a point in your life when you were young that you didn't choose to believe your beliefs that were put into there by parents. So you may have things of self-esteem issues, view of money, a view of yourself, a view of life. You know, money is limited, hence, etc., etc. So these emotional feelings, they get trapped in there, and they stay. They don't go anywhere, and they become what is known as your paradigm or your core beliefs. So when you try to do things later in life and you get stopped, or you get to a point you can't get over that hump, that's what's holding you back. And you have to remove those. Once you remove those, you open back the door. Okay, that's how your subconscious mind works. Okay, let's talk about another thing about the subconscious. Subconscious mind is a mind of habit and repetition. Habitual mind. So, in other words, once your subconscious mind learns something and it believes something, guess what? It's going to continue in that cycle. So once you learn how to become a winner, how to make money, how to bring money in, well, let's use lottery. Once you learn how to materialize lottery winnings, how to bring the lottery into your reality, to create those winnings, to train your mind to be the habitual, what? Repetitive. Guess what your mind does now? Now it goes on autopilot. So you will always continue to win, always manifest money. It just never stops. That's how beauty your subconscious mind is. And that's what I train and I show in the mentorship. That's what I do. You know, I'm at the lottery office at least 3, even 4 times a year. I started off with 6 claim forms this year in January, and now I have 4 or 5. I have 2 claim forms left. It's a lot of money I've been going to the lottery office because I have my subconscious and my mind trained in the habit of repetition and habitual, and that's what you can do. You can get that as part of your life. But let's flip it over. What about the negative aspect? If your core beliefs are one of doubt, lack of money, or you can't get it, then guess what part of habitual reality you're in? Got that right, my friend. The lack, the no money always comes around. The same thing happens, and you're in that flow because the subconscious just habitual repetition. So we have to remove it and get it out. All right. Okay. Yeah, good question. Does your higher self? Yes. From the day you were conceived, your higher self is always talking to you, always helping you, always. But here's what stops you, man. Your conditioned mind, the ego. It blinds your higher self by giving you doubts with reasoning, with rationalization, with justification, and gives you the victim role. So when your higher self is always saying, hey man, look, I'm here to assist you, to help you to prosper in life, to help you to manifest whatever you want, you can't hear it. It's like you're on the phone and somebody's calling you on the phone and you hear the beep sound coming in. Yeah, as I was saying, is when your higher self is always talking to you when you're on the phone and you have a phone call and you hear that beep, 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 but you're not picking up, that's who your higher self is. Okay? Or you may not be picking up because you might think he's a telemarketer. But that's how the mind can trick you. I'm just using an analogy. You might say, oh, this is a telemarketer, I'm not picking his phone up. But it's always your higher self calling you and said, hey man, I'm here to help you. But it gets drowned out because of the negative trance and the negative belief and how your conditioned ego mind traps you. So the higher self always communicates with us and always there to assist us. But once you open the channel to your higher self and you remove your core limiting beliefs, you start to master the ego. You get in what is known as alignment. Alignment is just flow and attraction. When you're in the flow and attraction, some people call it the vortex. I know Abraham Hicks referred to it as vortex, but I just refer to what it really is. It's alignment. Once you're in alignment with alignment, what is alignment? Alignment is this. Alignment is conscious, subconscious, okay, has the same intention and desires. That's alignment, okay. Then we have another form of alignment, quantum physics. What is that? Basically, your thoughts and emotions are emitting out the frequency you want to attract, whether it be a positive or a negative aspect. That is the quantum part of alignment. So once you have those going, you will always be attracting and bringing in money or whatever you desire. But in order to get in alignment, we must master what? The minds, right? We must know. Now, let me say something very important, guys. Look, you can go out today and everything that I'm saying to you right now, and you can bypass it and you can go and win $10 million in the lottery and never have to do any of these things or just happen with luck, chance, or probability, because reality exists in duality states, in waves and possibilities, chances, probabilities, possibilities. So go out there, buy a $10 million win and you win. Fine, beautiful. But guess what? 2 to 3 or 4 years later, all that $10 million is gone. You lose it. You self-sabotage yourself. Because why? You still have your core limiting beliefs. You may have some of you don't deserve money. Money's hard to make. So remember we said subconscious is habit and repetition. So even though you won $10 million, you will never have the consistency to maintain it. That is what the missing link is. When you master your mind, you have consistency. Now you can keep what you got. You don't lose it anymore. Not only you keep it, you build up on it. So that is how it is. If you win 10 million, 5-6 years later, it's all gone. Because you believe that you don't really believe you deserve it. So you find a way to self-sabotage yourself by making bad investments, giving a lot away, spending it. And then the whole irony of it is that when you do lose the money, you're not even aware. It just hits you one day and says, man, where did all of my money go? That's something you must know, okay? Does your higher self communicates with you, urges, or some sort of language? Your higher self always communicates with you through what is known as intuitive nudges. Your intuition. Your intuition is your higher self desiring to pop out. That's just a percent of your higher self. So when you get that little nudge one day and you say, hey, let me go here, and you made a right decision, I don't think I should take that street because something's wrong, and you're happy you didn't take that street because if you took that street, it was a big traffic jam and all these individuals and your higher. That's an example of your higher self. It communicates with you through emotion nudges, okay? So the key point is the higher self is always communicating. How do you keep your vibrational energy flow high after your daily? Tips to keep your vibrational energy high is laughter, music, exercise. Those are big keys. But also, here's a huge key: complimenting other individuals. Hey, that's a very nice shoes. That's a very nice. Make somebody feel good. That begets energy, raises your vibration. Okay, those are keys. You can keep your vibration high. All right. So those are some tips that I want to leave you guys with today about your higher self or conscious. But oh, one more thing. Let's talk about. I always get this a lot. We see these synchronicities. What are the synchronicities? Whenever you see synchronicities, and you see a lot of synchronicities, it's a good sign that you're entering the alignment state. How do you use your higher self to combat negative thoughts? Alright, in order to use your higher self to combat negative thoughts, you must be connected with your higher self. Truly connected, not half connected. Meaning what? You have to remove those core limiting beliefs. You have to know to open the channel. Okay? But negative thoughts do not originate from your higher self. Always keep this in mind. Here's a huge tip. Any desire you have, anything that is moving you towards what you want, anything that makes you feel good, anything that you desire and is making you think about it. I want a house, I want to win the lottery, I want a job, I want a girl, I want a guy, I want a mate, whatever you make you feel good and you're thinking about it, that is your higher self. Any negative thoughts, that is your ego, that is a conditioned mind. Okay? So my biggest tip for you is this: always remember, fear, doubt, worry are illusions. They are not real. Negative feelings and thoughts are not real, guys. They are a perceived emotion to make you feel something is real. In other words, what you fear the most is not actually happening to you right now. You think it's happening, so it's not real, okay? 666. Yes, my friend. If you see 6, the 666, not a bad number. It just basically means be balanced. It says, hey, we're a little off course. We're either focusing too much on material possessions, or we're either focusing too much on this aspect. We need to be balanced. So when you see the 666, it's just the universe or your higher self really saying, hey, you know, we're thinking too much about this, or we're focusing too much about that. Let's bring our attention back to this part, okay? And another thing your higher self communicates to you, yes, is through these numbers, guys. You see these repetitive numbers there. Those are angels, and you're guiding your higher self, and they're using those numbers as mathematical meanings to let you know that this is, I want you to do this. This is good for your life. So once you have an awareness of what these numbers mean, then you can begin that course to create and manifest. So you know you always have help. You have your higher self, you have angels, and of course the ascended masters is known as your superconscious mind. That is the next level. 777888. Okay, 777s basically mean you're in perfect vibrational alignment with the universe, and whatever your desires have put out, it's on its way to you. The 888 always means some kind of financial money imminent. If you see the 8s a lot, it means some kind of money, some kind of windfall is coming your way. Notice I say though, here's the key. Notice I said coming your way, on the way. Doesn't mean if you see the 777, you're just going to sit back and everything's going to pop in your lap. If you don't continue and focus and do the methods and use the techniques and do what you have to do to maintain that alignment flow, then of course you can fall back or you can keep pulling stuff. So the 7-7s are saying you're on the right track, just saying keep going. Okay, but I want to keep you, the main point is this, that I want you to understand the ego. Yes, that's an excellent question. Mark, do you use your subconscious to manifest something other than lotto? Yes, I do. I always use my subconscious to manifest whatever I desire. So like, for example, right now, I'm at a point in my life where I'm comfortable and I have what I desire. So if I want something new, say if I want to invest in a business or properties or things of that nature, then that's when I bring my subconscious mind in, or ideas and things. Then I use my channel, I open the link and I put it in and I start to see it and it comes in. So yes, you can use your subconscious mind for anything you desire. It doesn't have to be lottery. It could be anything. The lottery is just, for me, the lottery is fun and I like to play it. And that's what I started this, and I predominantly focused on it. I use the lottery just to prove a point, guys. The lottery is just a point to show you that your mind can create anything, because the lottery is considered to be what? A very, very hard game to win. You have to go by numbers, chances of 1 in a million, 2 in a million, right? You're looking at a guy that won 90 grand, manifested 90 grand in under 1 year. Every year I'm at the lottery office, so I'm always defying the odds. And I use the lottery to just prove a point that your subconscious mind can create anything. That is it. So if it's one thing that's very difficult, will be lottery in people's mind. But there's no such thing as difficult. There's no such thing as odds or chances. Because now you know how the systematic method works, so you will put things in the right place at the right time to bring to you. So that is the main reason. That's, to be honest with you, that's the lottery. And lottery, it's good. It's pretty good. Serves me good. Made good money on it, and I have what I want because of the lottery. But I'm showing you that you can do it too. You don't have to play if you don't play the lottery a day in your life, and you say, you know what, I want to play the lottery, I want to win, then you come see me, and I can teach you and I can coach you on how to manifest the lottery winners. Anybody can do it. It's a very simple process. I'll show you through your mind, show you the steps. I'll show you how to use your subconscious, higher self, the habitual part, to bring lottery into you. If you want to learn how to get a mate, show you that too. If you want to learn how to manifest a house, show you that too. Car, anything, because it all is the same process, the mind. So it depends on what you want. Okay. So always remember, you have always help. You have what? Higher self, angels, ascended masters, your superconscious mind. But your superconscious mind is a different level. But we get through the layers first. We master our ego, right? We become the master and not the follower or the servant, and then we move up and we get it. So that's great tips for you guys here. So now you guys beginning to have an understanding. Okay, do I have any open spots as far as the coaching? Not at this minute. Maybe in about a week. In a week or two, I will have a few spots. So yes, you can email me now, and if you want to reserve, we can get you in. Now, guys, let's talk about the coaching. I want to get this out because I always get a question. How does it look? I started to do. I'm doing the mentoring now in 2 steps, because that's what I'm doing right now. 2-step program. The main program will be 2 to 3 months. They say 2 to 3 months. Change your mind system. You will get a one-on-one sessions with me. We'll do an hour per week, 4 hours per month. We'll delve into the mind, the universe, quantum physics. I'll give you my methods, the techniques. We'll start to flush. We'll start to remove your limiting beliefs. I will get you to the point where I can say, there you go create your reality. That is the main part of the session I do. That is the part A. Part B now is I've broken it down into just 1-hour sessions. So everybody, I have so much, so I want to help. So the 1-hour session is basically, you can email me, we can set up an appointment. What I will do in that 1-hour session, I will diagnose, I will remove your core limiting beliefs, get you on your way, get those limiting beliefs out. I'll show you a quick method to start to visualize how to open the channel to your higher self. Boom, then you're on the 1-hour session will be good for those individuals who have a little more mastery of the law of attraction or this. Now the full coaching program is for individuals who just want to get all aspects of their mind to get into that super conscious mindset. That's what I do. I used to just offer the one mentoring program where I do the 2 to 3 months, but now I have so much individuals and I want to help everybody. I do. So I said, hey, let me do this. Let me break it down into points, because some individuals may be more a little bit ahead. Others, it just depends on what you want. If you want money, lottery winnings, okay. You want a car, a house, you want a better life, you want to open up your mind, you want to get to your superconscious mind, you want awareness, you want to open up your gifts, you want abilities. If you want to have clairvoyance, you want to see if you have telekinesis, you want to see whatever you want, it's there for you, and your mind can do it, and I can show you how, and I can bring it out for you. And the proof's in the pudding. You can go to the Facebook platform. Okay. Do I send what I do by email? Yes. If you email me, I'll send you. I just basically told you what I do, but you can send me an email, and I can resend it again. Okay. So guys, this is the beginning of awareness, and you guys now have some tools to help you. Okay. And the Facebook platform, go check it out. It's manifesting lottery winnings using consciousness and law of attraction, and I will go ahead and I'll post the link in the comment section so that you guys can go and check it out. For new subscribers, for anybody that's seeing this channel for the first time, you must always remember this. And for you guys still looking at the channel, look, there's no such thing as coincidence. Whenever something pops up into your life, or something comes into your life, it is not by chance. It is a direction from your higher self, the angels, the universe. They are saying, hey, here is something or someone that is going to help you to get where you want to go, or where to be. That is how it works. I am just a conduit. I am just a tool. The universe, God, He uses me to help you. And how do I help you? I impart my wisdom, techniques, knowledge on manifestation, and I show you the real and the correct way. Because why? Because the things you learn are systematic methods. What is a system? A system is something that you input every time, and if you do it every time, you will always reach success. Always remember that. Systematic. There's tips, methods that you will do, and you will attract it, because these is how the universe works, with those 4 fundamental forces, and of course you learn. So always keep that in mind. Whenever somebody gravitates towards you, you find the channel, it's no coincidence, my friends. You're sent to me, you're brought to me to help you to reach some point in your life, okay? And to come in and to expand and create. Okay guys, so that's today's tips and awareness. So a lot of information. I encourage you to watch this video over again. You always find new things. And always email me, Haughton76@gmail.com. Okay? Just continue to focus on what you want. I always say this: once you focus on what you want, you're always moving towards that very thing. Do not focus on what you do not want. If you focus on what you do not want, guess what? You're moving towards that very thing. Force feelings. Put them in there. No such thing as faking it till you make it. There's no such thing as I can't force feelings. Bypass egotistical mind. Put those feelings of what you want. Subconscious mind, what? Never rejects a feeling. Believes it to be real. Those are my tips for you today. And I guarantee you start to practice and do these things, your life will start to change in such a more predominantly and better way. Alright guys, a couple questions here. Okay, the email again guys, lowercase m h lowercase h AUGHTON 76@gmail.com. The number 76, I picked the number 76 because 7 is a very, very high resonant number. 7 is a number of manifestation, of miracle. 6 is a number of quadruple, of abundance. So those are the numbers I chose. Always remember that. mhaughton76@gmail.com. Okay, I'll do one more here. Vibration numbers for February 16th. I don't usually do this, but I put it right. Your vibration numbers for February 16th will be 2, 16, 21, 33, 19, and 7, my friend. All right? Thank you, guys.